Hello there, boys and girls. Welcome to match 28. Today we are playing against the Vegetable... oh god, what's it? The Vegetable Vengeance. It is a pro elf team, and it is being piloted by Woop.
It's not pro elves. It's wood elves.
Cheerleaders totally didn't stop anything. So this has been, when I've been looking at my list of opponents, this has been a matchup that I've been pretty heavily dreading. Like, if you've been watching this whole LP and you think like, oh, New's pretty good at Blood Bowl, I'm actually not. That's my secret. Woop is like actually really good at Blood Bowl, so I'm probably gonna get my ass handed to me.
Oh shit, this is Woop?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking rip you, 4-3.
Yeah. He's super good.
Yeah, no, you lost already. Game's over.
Mm-hmm. And like it's gonna just watching him play is like I'm trying to draw a metaphor here. It's like when you watch, like, I don't know, like a sword fight and you see the guy who's like, you're like, he's not doing anything fancy. He's just like, but then he stabs you in the heart and you die.
He's playing good fundamental Blood Bowl.
It's like, like you could see, like I see 3 turns ahead. I say that all the time as a joke, but I think he actually does like see the game 2 turns ahead.
He's actually on turn 5 in his mind right now.
He's in the right place at the right time always. It also helps that his team is like super well optimized to do all the things that he wants to do. In case you've forgotten, because it's been a while since we played against Wood Elves. Oh, and I should point out the appearance of the Tree Man on Wood Elves is not something that you see very often, but here we are.
It's gonna be pretty good this matchup, I think.
Right. In case you forgot, the Tree Man is 2 movement, so he's super slow, but he has 6 strength. And the reason people never take him on Wood Elves is he goes to blitz with 8. Look at that guy. Look at this fucking War Dancer.
Wow.
Mighty Blow, Tackle, Frenzy. That is a very good elf killer, but luckily we have Tina Fey who can sidestep away. Just got sidestep.
I'm not sure why he stepped that way. I mean, it worked out, but I don't know why he stepped him away from Asparagus.
Oh, no, I sidestepped.
Oh, you did? Wow, yeah, I'm stupid.
Welcome back to Blood Bowl.
How does Blood Bowl even work, though? He's gonna hit Tony with a tree.
Nobody ever knows. Yeah, of course Asshole Tony has to get hit by the tree. I would totally, if I had more players, I would not put him on the line like that, but what are you going to do? Yeah, he's fine.
Yes!
Not surprising, considering the existence of Mighty Blow, and the fact that he's like, what, 4 armor value? So Tony will be back to fight another match.
Big ups, Tony, you the real MVP.
So we haven't even talked about this team, really. The War Dancers start out with Blodge and Leap, and their Agility 4, which is pretty cool. That's very cool early on, but it also helps because that means that their first 2 levels aren't block and dodge respectively in whatever order you like them the best. So one of them is plus agility, and that player has strip ball, sidestep, and tackle. So that's a very good agility 5, leap into the cage, strip ball, knock the ball free from bash players. And then the other one is sidestep, mighty blow, tackle, jump up, frenzy. That's broccoli. That is a very good punch elves in the face elf killer team. So like he has every aspect of fighting other people down pretty well pat. He has 4 of his elves have guard, which is useful for punching people, and he has the one thrower who is Onion, who has sure hands. So like right now, as I knock some rando, oh, that was a guard player, so the more guard players I can get knocked out, the better. So you can see there's actually like a pretty easy way for me to go there and punch Onion. The problem is that Farander back there, Farandar, I don't know how to pronounce that. That vegetable is too exotic. The problem is that he has guard, and so does Celery. No, Celery does not, but he has 1 guard player, and that's enough to make any attempt at the ball I would do that would make it a -2 DB.
Oh my god, you just talked for like an hour.
Did I really?
Yeah, like an hour.
That was like a minute, maybe?
That was like an hour and a half. I'm pretty sure Farandar, though, is an elf that he hired and not actually a vegetable.
It could be a vegetable. Who knows?
I know every vegetable on the planet.
We didn't do the research. Berg, we're goons. We don't know. We don't eat vegetables. Come on. You wouldn't touch a vegetable if it wasn't on a pizza. It looks like Farandar. I googled it right now, and Farandar is it's not a vegetable.
Yeah, I was pretty sure it wasn't. So
luckily for me, his very first
move
is a dub skull, followed by a pretty hot wrestle.
That was the worst wrestle.
Not entirely sure why he chose specifically Redacted to blitz. That was kind of a what's the term? What do I want to call it? Like a luxury blitz. he wasn't blitzing for any real purpose, because you can't really get through my screen, and that doesn't really seem to be his plan here. He seems more than content just caging up, and because I have a leaper, but he has enough guard to give good coverage that if I wanted to leap in and try to punch that player who doesn't have block or dodge, that would still be a -2 DB.
Yeah, with how much guard he has on this team, he can kind of afford to just play like the bashy cage route with you, unless he falls behind on players. Like with a tree leading the way and a couple of guard elves, you can't really leap in and do anything to him, so...
The elf 2-1 grind is incredibly real.
Excuse me, it's the 1-2 grind?
Right, exactly.
Jeez. But it's... I really do like his team build here, though. It's pretty interesting. Only 2 tackle, but they're on the only players that matter.
Right.
So...
Yeah, that's elves are by their nature a pretty surgical team. So I actually have big plans to get this ball free. It involves using potato to chain push into onion, and I forgot how chain pushing works. I forgot that John Wilkes Boot was supposed to be standing there. I just immediately ran him around. So that's not gonna happen. I still have big plans to punch onion though, and Elven Cheerleader is unfortunately that 1 point of movement. Just too slow that I believe I'm gonna have to do a GFI to make. I'm gonna have to do 2 of them to make the blitz here.
Yeah, but the way I see it, his tree is next to 4 elves. That's incredibly efficient of you.
Yeah,
and I'm sure he's thankful for the assist.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. If everything goes according to plan, at most, elf on the shelf would be the only one standing next to that tree.
I believe in you, Elven Cheerleader. Not that much, though.
I almost consider the reroll. Unfortunately, he does have sure hands.
Yeah.
So, and even the plan was, if I could have chain pushed onion, I then could have done more chain push shenanigans to maybe get more blocks on the ball. But now we're just kind of stuck here. As it stands, though, I actually can get 1 more block on him with Rope Guy, who has wrestle.
Yay!
That of course requires me to throw 1 DB.
Nice.
Good job, Hayberg. If I would have stood up for, it wouldn't have mattered because I would have been standing next to the Phantom Vegetable for Andar, and he has guard. So whatever. The ball is still there, and I have. This is a lot punchier than I expected this game to be. And
it's probably the right approach for him too.
Right.
He can afford to try to slog it out with you.
Sure. Oh, and jump up is incredibly useful because it means you can use your full movement. So Broccoli, even though Broccoli got knocked down, Broccoli gets up again.
He's going right for the cheerleader too.
Yep.
Rip the cheerleader.
If you can eliminate the cheerleader, that's probably for the best. Because he only has the 1 thrower, and if I can get rid of his thrower, then Elven Cheerleader will be able to run wild on whoever has the ball in their hands.
I'm actually surprised with that block by him, though. Because he could have pushed Cauliflower into John Wilkes Boot and got another block on you.
Well, sure. At some point, you can only throw so many blocks. Before
I'm just saying it's a block he's not going to be able... Well, I guess he can use Celery to throw it, but Cauliflower is right there.
The plan is to hand off to Cauliflower.
Okay, well, I didn't see the plan.
That's because you're not even thinking 0 turns ahead. You're not even thinking of the current turn.
I'm on turn 2 right now.
Let alone 2 turns ahead. Well, it's my turn too, so Cauliflower is going to go for it a little bit. A thing that I always neglect is that the Wood Elf linemen are 7 movement, and they're actually surprisingly fast, so he's going to be able to get some coverage on the sideline here.
I like his style.
Some pretty good style. I was considering not saying it, but we actually played a whole half of Blood Bowl before this match. Like right at the end of the half, Woop got up to throw a jump up blitz, but he didn't use jump up. He just wanted to blitz off the ground, but also use his full movement, and that caused a network desync from Cyanide, so the game got lost. But that game started with me receiving the ball, and I stood.
Guy.
I would really like that guard player in a game where there's a lot of guard. Oh, I also forgot to mention the True Man has guard, so that's a lot of guard. But I stood that player just far enough back that I was looking at his Wood Elf, or his War Dancers, and I was like, the War Dancers can't reach me, it's fine. And then I totally forgot that the elves on the line of scrimmage could run 9 squares and then punch the dragon in the face, and then he actually scored on like his turn too, because I was just real dumb and bad.
Did Tony die in that game?
Tony also got badly hurt in that game.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
fine. I just wanted to make sure that he didn't die and get brought back.
No.
Because I would have been upset if he went through the same thing that Henrietta did. Because Henrietta doesn't deserve to have anything in common with Tony.
I would use that footage if I got Assel Tony death footage. I would totally use that.
I believe you.
I want to punch that ball away from Cauliflower. I think the best player to do it is Suicide Tank, and then Tina Fey, because Tina Fey has sidestep now. Tina Fey can a lot more comfortably stand on the sideline and provide the assist to make this a 2DB. The Cauliflower does have sidestep though, so
Yeah. Cauliflower is a pretty good player there.
yeah.
War Dancers are like probably the best out of the box of any unit in the game, so it's not a big surprise.
There will people who will argue that War Dancers are one of the best units in the game, even regardless of the fact that they're great out the box.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's the entire team hinges upon them. They're like a gutter runner or a werewolf in terms of importance.
Right.
But out of the box, I really don't think anything can even compete with them. Oh, Cauliflower's dead.
Oh, Suicide Tank. Suicide Tank is so good. He just like he literally walked through tackle zones. That is a move that is reserved for players like Elrond Hubbard.
Elrond sucks, sorry.
Nope. Your opinions are invalidated. I'm trying to figure out a good way to do this. I'm doing all these dodges to avoid making dodges through Broccoli's tackle zone because Broccoli has tackle. But then I rolled once.
I told you Elrond sucked. You didn't believe me.
I didn't believe you. I do believe that I only have one reroll though.
That's good.
Which is kind of a shame.
He only has
Luckily,
3.
he keeps rolling dub skulls. Yeah.
Yeah, he really does.
Surprisingly enough, this team is actually down. They were down like 100k team value from me, so they got to induce a 4th reroll.
That's good.
If this team didn't have the Tree Man, they would be like 1600 TV, and they would just be absolutely terrifying.
Yeah, that Tree Man's a lot of TV. He's got to be like what, almost 200?
Yes.
He has 3 regular skills, and I think they're 110 base.
That sounds right. No, they've got to be more than that. They've got to be more than that. I was gonna say 140. They are 120.
I was close.
So yeah, that would put him. That would put him at 180 base.
Yeah, that's a lot
or
of
180,
TV.
180 right now. Yeah,
it's a lot of TV for a big fucking tree.
Big guys are always incredibly bloaty, but sometimes it's really good to have a strength 6 punch you in the face. Like,
well, in
literally
Elfmere, he'll wind up with a lot of punches on the line too.
Yep.
So it might wind up being worth it in the end.
Perhaps.
Rip Suicide Tank, we hardly knew ye.
Yeah, Suicide Tank. I decided that I wanted to step near the sideline because Cauliflower can just pick up the ball and score if he knocked the ball free.
Oh no.
That could have been really great.
Yeah, that's not a good place.
If the ball would have scattered out of bounds. As it stands now, it's just kind of like...
yeah, that's
it's
not
fine,
good.
I guess. I can still kind of get to that. And in fact, I'm going to try to. The plan is going to have to be blitz Radish away and then just kind of dodge through all of the tackle zones. I have a plan for success, though. As much as I know you hate to hear it, Berg.
You can score from here?
I can score from here.
It's incredibly unlikely.
My trajectory for success, the plan as I see it in my brain, the numbers floating in the air, Elrond Hubbard blitzes away and frees up Tina Fey. Tina Fey dodges through a billion tackle zones, picks up the ball, and gets it to Loose Cannon. Loose Cannon catches the ball, runs over, hands it off to Elven Cheerleader. You can see there's like a nice little gap where Loose Cannon can kind of shimmy in between Carrot and Ferendar there, and then hand off to Loose Cheerleader. Loose Cheerleader dodges through. Oh, actually, I can't score this turn.
See, at this point, I'm aware that you're saying words, but as soon as you started telling me your grand plan, I just alt-tabbed.
They mean nothing to you?
No, Facebook. Should I tell you about my Facebook feed?
No.
Okay, I won't, don't worry.
This video's over. So, I'm considering the more direct route of just throwing it to the Elven Cheerleader. That plan is fraught enough with the possibility of interceptions, and I am absolutely terrified of interceptions, so...
That play's super hot, you should do it.
I actually think that... Well, so in this case, this is a 2+, 3+, plus I have to do all the dodges. and then I have to do the handoff versus just throwing it, and that's what a 4+ with and so now also I'm out of rerolls because I have to do hot plays all the time. And then I just realized, like, why don't I just throw it from here?
Cauliflower's just gonna pick you off. Oh no!
No.
Oh no!
So I am standing next to those elves, which helps the interception chance. But
I'm so sad that Cauliflower didn't get that pick. Cauliflower deserved it.
I'm also gonna have to dodge through a lot of tackle zones to. I didn't have the movement to reach any other way. I had to go through all the tackle zones.
Yeah. That was kind of one of those, it was like a 1 in 100 shot.
The play was too hot to live. The conservative route would have, because Loose Cannon does now just have Blodge, the conservative route would have been to, and you may be asking, well, why didn't I just dodge away and run down the field? Or, like, I could have punted it. That might have been a smart play. Oh, but actually, look at this incredibly hot. There's no time to talk about that because we have an incredibly hot move here.
Somewhere, Yappo's just jerking off furiously.
But not for this. But not because of this. Just for other reasons. So,
yeah, sure.
Woop is gonna create a literal pile of elves. They're all being coalesced into this one square on the sideline, and that is like 3 power players who have now been surfed.
That was actually an awesome chain surf.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
I loved that.
Being able to chain surf a downed player, and being able to surf 2 people in one turn, and then also surfing a downed player is cool enough, but then you also get to add on top of that the fact that he's now going to be able to surf a sidestep player.
Yeah.
Which is pretty easily done by encasing them.
Andy's going to stall you.
Yeah, Andy's totally going to stall me.
Wow. This is a hot fucking play.
Woop does not fuck around.
He really doesn't.
No.
Like, I was sitting here thinking with all his dub skulls and stuff that he was clearly a fuckboy. I was wrong.
Right. No.
He's not trash. He's not a fuckboy.
You should show proper respect.
I really should. I'm so sorry, Woop.
Oh, more
oh
dub
no!
skulls.
You see, I was right. He is a fuck. What? No!
It's fine. It's fine. That's the one non-vegetable.
Oh no!
But that is a block guard player, so that might be worth the AVO there.
Oh, he deserved better than that.
He did totally deserve better than that.
Oh, that sucks.
Berg, I still have a plan for success, though.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do. Turn up the player who has the ball is only Blodge. So, like, all John Wilkes Boo has to do is roll a 6. And then
That's
once
it?
the ball
On the
scatters
1D?
out of bounds, like, that's
No.
pretty easy for me to be able to go get to it. Not as easy now. But Hayberg has accurate and strong arm.
I keep forgetting that Hayberg actually has skills.
Yeah, he has 2 great passer skills.
I forget that he's a thrower. He's just a line elf.
Not particularly amazing at picking up the ball,
as we can see.
as evidenced. Sure hands would be a welcome addition, but he is not the one making the throws. He's not the throw man.
Just think how this game's going if Woop doesn't roll 3 dub skulls in 5 turns.
It's going just about the same.
What?
Those dub skulls really didn't affect that much.
The last one did.
Maybe.
It killed a player. He brought him back to life.
He got better.
He got better.
That was congratulations on identifying my reference and then throwing an accent on top of it. You hero.
That is correct.
The people's champion, Berganator. Remember all of you out there who look up to Berg as their hero.
They all look up to me. I'm actually pretty tall.
Remember this moment.
I won't remember this moment.
I know you won't.
Shut up. You don't know my life.
So now the question is, how is Woop going to destroy my will and crush my spirit?
He's gonna stall again.
We all know he's not gonna score this turn. Come on, don't be ridiculous.
He's really just gonna do the 1-2 grind on you.
Almost assuredly.
I like his style.
There is a certain panache associated with just stalling the ever living fuck out of me in an elf v elf matchup.
I mean, that's the correct play.
Is it though?
100%. Yeah. No, it's not a question. 100% it's the play.
Perhaps.
I mean, he just triple surfed you.
Yeah.
He has a gigantic man advantage. Why would he ever score right now?
Because it's fun. Scoring's cool. I don't know, man. Shit.
I was gonna try to come up with a joke about you and scoring, but it's just I couldn't. It was just too good.
Nah. Not today. Yeah, I do not. As uncool as it is, for the purposes of making a video, because I just want to see people scoring always. That is the correct play, is to not score and to continue to just punch me in the face. What do you got?
I got it.
For me?
You run a Blood Bowl LP every week. What do you know about scoring?
Oh,
got it.
Oof.
Fadeaway jumper. I just did the motion too.
So as long as Rip Guy Who Dies remains upright, and as long as John Wilkes Boot doesn't get killed here, which he doesn't, I can still score from here.
Rip Guy Who Died is dead.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he's dead.
He's up there. He's literally up there.
He's dead. I can't see him because the menu.
Oh, Elven Cheerleader. I'm sorry.
No, I was right. Rip Guy did get hurt. That's
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. Totally forgot.
But Elven Cheerleader actually can't score from there because of minus movement.
Well, yeah, but he couldn't score even if it wasn't around.
Okay, I guess whatever.
But it's fine. I think I'm still going to. At this point, I basically have to continue the plan. The player has tackle. The player has tackle. So now you know why this video is only 24 minutes or whatever.
I was wondering why it was so short, yeah.
This match was about as long as they are normally, but Woop's the kind of player who will think about their plan. Like, they'll spend like a minute thinking about his plan and then do it.
Do you mean to say he's good?
Maybe. Well, no, the problem is you don't have to think about your plan. Come on, you just do it.
You're right. I always just go with my gut, and my gut is usually to punch the nearest elf and then repeat until I have no players left.
Yeah, it's totally fair. I was actually kind of looking forward to the elf v elf match because this team has been taking a lot of they've been getting punched a lot, and I was hoping for I didn't want to say a match necessarily where I was the one who was doing the bashing, who was being the bash lord, but my hopes were pretty quickly dashed when I saw the tree man and I saw all this guard. I knew that today was not going to be that day either. So
you're saying that you've had a rough 4 out of the last 5 matches and that they've all been punchy? It's match 28.
Yeah.
You've only hit like 6 real bash teams the entire LP. In what world is 1/5 of the LP, or 1/6, I guess, math is hard.
Uh-huh.
In what Blood Bowl world is that, like, the percentage you're going to run across?
There's been plenty of bash teams.
No, there isn't. You're high.
Maybe. It was a nice, especially considering we were playing Apostate and her 2K elf team. It's always nice to find fellow elf lords in the high TV range, which is normally dominated by your chaos or your orc, or even a saucy dwarf player.
You know, I don't have any of those 3 teams above 2K, and I have 4 teams above 2K.
Or a lizard team, or all of the lizard teams.
Okay. That's fine. I have Norse over 2K also.
Obviously, the smart thing to do here is to dodge through tackle zones and do a thing that I don't think we've seen. Actually, now I can finally say I don't think we've seen this so far. We may never see it again. Yep. Pushing someone into the end zone to make them score. This may seem a little weird to you, but that means that he does not get his turn, so he cannot punch my players. By pushing him in here, I am actually doing myself a favor, because I'm not going to be able to stop him, so the best I can do is let him not get a couple punches in.
And everyone's still dead.
I get to push someone in the end zone. John Wilkes Boot got the assist and a score.
Yeah, he doesn't actually get SPP for that new.
No. I tried to do the 1 turn, it failed, so I'm going to 2DB a tree, just because I can.
You fucked up a 1 turn? No way.
Actually, I powed the player who I was punching.
You did too well on a 1 turn?
Yeah. We'll see you in the second half. Why are we looking at no one? Bye.
Bye!